We're now walking through setup of your Kanary account. This is very important because the data you put into Kanary determines the matches that we find about your information on the web and how quickly and effectively we're able to remove you. So when you get your invite to finish setting up your Kanary account, you'll see a page like this under the members page that allows you to look at the information that you've already had added and take action to get the account set up properly. So we'll start by clicking on the update section, and you'll be able to see on the left-hand side all of the different information Kanary supports for our members in our scans and our removals. So starting with names, you can add unlimited names and name variations. So if you have nicknames, shortened names, maiden names, feel free to add the different versions here. But as you scroll down, you'll be able to see that Kanary also is doing some searching on variations. So don't feel as if you need to also search for abbreviations, for example. We've got those covered. Next, and most importantly, is adding home addresses and location information. So Kanary can match your name against certain locations to get accurate results. You can go ahead and add just city and state information here, or you can add your full address. We encourage you to add both variations here, either just city locations and then full addresses. That will allow us to both find more fuzzy matches or broad matches on where you might be popping up associated with your city, but then also make sure we're covering the really important stuff where specific home addresses or work addresses are being detected and prioritized for removal. Next, make sure your date of birth is entered correctly. This isn't as important when we're doing our searches, but many sites require some sort of age verification or birth date verification before they'll delete your data. So making sure this is accurate helps us do removals more efficiently. Then you have the opportunity to add emails or phone numbers. Now, to prevent abuse of Kanary, we require email verification. So you'll see a little red dot on the emails here, which signifies that we've added an email for our member, but we haven't verified it yet. So when you add an email, you'll get a quick note sent to the email that you added with a button to press for verification. And once you do that, it will be added to your emails that are being scanned and removed. One important thing to note about email addresses is we never use them when we are sending removal requests. We're always aliasing your information wherever possible. So the benefit there is that when we're asking people to remove your data, they're not also getting additional information like your email that they could use for spam later on. We're building and using these aliases in the background to protect your information even while you're trying to remove it. Phone numbers look pretty similar and also require verification. A more recent feature in Kanary is the ability to scan and remove employment exposures. So if you feel like the location of your employment is sensitive and you want that removed from as many places as possible on the web, you could go ahead and add your employer name and your industry, and our matching algorithm will detect where that information is exposed in addition to your name and your other personal information, and then do the removal requests as well. This is particularly popular with folks who receive a lot of recruiter spam, but can also just help in terms of general online safety. Finally, you have the opportunity to add pseudonyms or usernames to your Kanary account. This helps us detect certain types of breaches, impersonation, and doxing in case you are running usernames or accounts that you don't want exposed or tied to your personal information. So adding these usernames helps us pick up on those types of exposures, alert you, and then help you take the right action to protect your information. And once you've added all of that information, going back to the setup page, you'll see a little notification that your setup is complete. Now, the scans, as you add information, all run behind the scenes, and you'll see the scan is in progress now. So you don't have to worry about clicking start another scan after your setup. We've got that handled. Now, if you do decide you want to jump in and start another scan at another point in time, you're welcome to do that. We provide our users with scans every 30 days, but if you want to scan more frequently than that across all of our sites, you can jump in and do that here. But the most important thing is that you get all of that information set up correctly so that those first scans can run. We can catch as many exposures as possible up front and then start on the removal work. We'll dig into how that removal process works and where to track it in subsequent videos. Thanks.